Huh? Right here? All right, bet.
All right, everyone. Micah.
You've been averaging, I think you scored at least 18 points in every Big 12 game this season. What's just been working for you now that you guys in the league?
Just focusing on being aggressive, just making the right play every time. The offensive setup is pretty nice. The freedom that I'm allowed to have within it is pretty nice. So, and then having spacers like Micah and Wenzel and Tracy, guys who can really shoot the ball, it just opens up the space for drivers like myself. So, I would say that's the key to my success right now.
Back-to-back week with game winners. Can you just talk about how you flourished in those moments?
It took a lot of misses. Took a lot of being in that situation and not being successful to learn, what it takes, the poise, the concentration, the execution. So I would just say failing a bunch in that position, especially last year. But, I'm just super happy that, I've worked myself towards the position to where my teammates and my coaches trust me to have the ball in those situations, even though at the end there I think I had it and I threw up not the greatest shot, but in that moment I just wasn't very poised. So we got the stop, and then I took a few breaths, and I was like, okay, let's get to something good here, and I got a good drive to my left hand, so it's nice.
Micah, you got the start tonight. What did that mean to get that kind of confidence from the coaching staff to get the start, and then to hit those 2 free throws late to really seal the win?
Yeah, it means a lot. Kind of the same thing Noah was talking about with like the whole trust factor thing. Just knowing that I have that trust from the coaching staff. Because in today's day and age, it's really hard for freshmen to get minutes. Yet alone start in a Big 12 conference game. So just knowing that I have that confidence from the coaching staff and from my teammates as well, definitely kind of allows me to play free and kind of make some of the plays that I made tonight.
Noah, there was a moment there when you just got off the ground and engaged the crowd by throwing your hands in the air, and the arena just ate that up. Can you explain what you felt in that moment?
Man, was that when I got poked in the eye? Yeah, I felt a lot of pain at first, and then I heard, I think it was number 0 for BYU. He called me soft, so I had to get up and erupt the crowd a little bit there. So I think that's what fueled that. But there was a lot of physical moments in that game that helped me, boost my energy a little bit. I caught a nasty elbow in like the first few minutes, and then that really turned me up. So, I'm a little proud of myself just the way I battled through some physical adversity today. But yeah, no, I love the crowd. We keep building more and more fans in Shomar, I think, because we're just winning. So they're coming to watch us. So I love that. Everybody keep coming and supporting. We really appreciate that because it means the most in late games like that to have the fans and everybody backing you. So that was awesome.
Mike, at one point in the first half, you guys go up 10. Looks like you might be about to run away with the game, and they respond with that 14-1 run. How did you guys kind of settle down in the second half and get the game back?
Yeah, really just getting back to what we're doing defensively because I think they went on that and we went into half. It was 14-1, right? Yeah, so really just coming out in the second half. I think we were just looking at it, but they went from in the first half shooting 5 of 11 and like 60% from the field to in the second 37 and 30 from the three-point line. So really just getting back to our principles defensively because I feel like in the first half we had like a few possessions where like we would get them down in late shot clock and then we would either give up a foul or maybe like a defensive breakdown. So really just getting back to what we were doing defensively because I feel like on our team, whenever everyone's locked in on defense, that kind of leads to our good offense. So really just getting back to what we're doing defensively.
You got turned over against Houston, and now you turned them over. Didn't allow them to score in the last 3 minutes of that game. How'd you guys feel about how you finished the game?
Well, we watched that. We watched Houston's game against BYU, and we saw the way they were able to impose their will defensively on them. So we studied that a little bit, even going into the Houston game. So I think that really prepared us for what we had to do defensively in this game. We knew that they have a lot of shooters. They don't necessarily have a lot of creators. So if you take that away from them, you'll be successful a lot. So, I would say that's what it was, the defensive emphasis.
Anything else for the players? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here today. I know it's a little cold out there, so drive safe. Like we told our guys, hey, we did it down the stretch. Defense got a little better. We changed up some defenses. Got some deflections, which is what we needed to do, and we took care of the basketball, most importantly. So that's how we won the game. I thought our offense was good early, decision-making, getting in the lane and finding some open guys. Later as it went on, probably I thought our decision-making, we didn't penetrate the pass, which was our emphasis all game, all week, I should say. So that was probably the one negative with the rebounding. So, you forced 16 turnovers. We got our almost, we got it well above our goal for deflections, 37 of them. So we that's how you're going to turn over. And there's some rebounding that gets lost in that because of they're not missing shots. You're getting the ball back. But, we've got to get this figured out and get the rebounding fixed going forward. They're a good rebound team. They're plus 10. So we made it up, obviously, by taking care of the ball at 6, and then those 16 turnovers are huge. So happy for that. Great. We subbed in Micah down the stretch there, who substitutes a freshman in to shoot free throws, but that's what we did. And he knocked him down, so he made us look good. We thought we executed our play at the end to get the ball in versus that, and so we're prepared. Our game, end of game situation, we've done a good job with. And so we practice it every day, start every game with some kind of situation. But I thought we did a good job. I thought we attacked their changing defenses well. Got what we wanted to get. Again, I say probably our biggest weakness was in the lane and decision making at the end. And then we got to get these free throws going because we're getting good offense that turns into no points, and that's a hard thing to come back from. So, but Noah and Michon, no turnovers. Micah stepping up, and Trey, we got good minutes out of there. Brendan's kind of getting in the mix. I knew he wasn't going to be ready these last 2 games just because you're out that long. It just never happens. So I was figuring he'd be ready to go this game. So we played him a little bit more at different spots, and the 3 threes were huge for us. So some good things against a very good team, and I was happy how we guys handled it. So we got to get ready for Utah. We got a day off tomorrow.
Jimmy, you mentioned Justin Micah late. You also gave him the start today.
Yeah, he's practiced well, and he just gives us, it's been either way. I mean, he's been good for us, and we feel pretty good with that. We're getting good production out of that spot, so it's good, and we're trying to get more rebounding out of that spot. That's what we're trying to get going, and that's where I think we're coming up short right now on it. So that's big for it. So we've got to do things better in that area. And both guys in that situation, Ernest has got to rebound better. Our 5-man got to get more rebounds, but they're a good rebounding team. And that was our emphasis going in. We still came up double-digit short on that, so that's disappointing. But again, there's some reasons, but not enough good reasons.
How impressive has Noah been over these last 5 or so games?
Yeah, I don't know. The game player in the Big 12 newcomer in there. That's pretty good indicator right there. But yeah, called timeout, ran the play. We looked to push. I thought we were going to have an advantage on that break, so I didn't call the timeout right away. So I wanted to test it, and I was a little surprised we didn't get off of it and get something out of that. But then didn't feel good. Wanted to run a play right after that, and we ran it right out of the timeout and got exactly what we wanted to do. So good execution. He was hurt early in the year. We thought he was really good all summer long, all fall. Then he got a couple of injuries, and left hand. I've found in my experience when a left-handed shooter has an injury to his hand, his left-handed hand, there's nothing worse. And so he missed a couple games, played through that. He wasn't the same. The California, he was not the same guy. As I look at it now, we probably had one with playing with a broken foot, and another one playing with and there was something there in the wrist. There was a chip was there. So that's the situation we were in, and you got to. But his play is what we've seen, and what we expected. But he's probably the last 4 games taken up a whole nother level. I mean, you're Big 12 Player of the Week, and top it with this: no turnovers, 3 assists. 8 for 16. I ain't shooting 50% from the field. I mean, there was a stretch where he wasn't making threes. We had that one time when he didn't even feel comfortable shooting the ball. You know, that one game, the South Alabama game. So we had a bunch of guys injured and playing out there that probably wouldn't have been playing if we had more guys.
You mentioned that you switched some things up defensively. Just 9 made baskets allowed in the second half.
Yeah.
What was so effective about the defense today?
Well, it wasn't that effective. I mean, if you're 59%, I guess you're saying second half, Jamie. We'll give Coach McNeely works on defense the most on it. Everybody does, but we'll give him credit for the second half defense, and I'll take the blame for the first half defense. I just the aggressiveness. We made some mistakes. We were in position on defense. We made some. We talked about how they can make you pay for jump shots, and I think we were just late on some, strong side kicks, we call it. Like, you can't give up a strong side kick. We gave those up. We left our feet a couple times. I think more some mental mistakes, and that's what we talked about. We always say mental mistakes, and they're because we feel those can be corrected. Those are the things that we have to cut down on, and you need to do it perfect for 40 minutes. That's what we're trying to do. But we were more perfect in the first half. We changed it up a little bit, and I was joking with our guys that was the difference, and I don't know that it was. It was just, I think we got more disciplined, more aggressive on the ball with ball screen coverage, and so that was what I think it really was.
Anything else for Coach?
We need a great crowd for Utah. It's big. We've won every home game, so I thank you all for being here. And we need to go. This league is doing. And also, so they said we won a 17-game losing streak, which I had no idea until afterwards. So thanks, Sean, for not. Sorry, I didn't read your notes, but thanks for not telling me that beforehand. But I didn't have any of those. So guys fought, and I'm happy. We got to get it on the glass. We got to get this figured out. So that's what we're going to work on. Thank y'all.